So now is a good time to do a commit. Our sign in and sign out machinery is working. Actually, let's be paranoid. There we go. And now I'm going to do git status, git commit dash all with a message, completed sign in out. And as usual, let's check out the master branch. Merge in the sign in out. And let's just double check. I did a control C there. Let's just make sure the test suite's passing. Good. And so let's do git push and git push Heroku. Okay, since we rolled the git push and git push Heroku into one line, that's already deployed. So let's open things up. And here we are on the live site, railstutorial.heroku.com, and let's sign in as our example user. Example at railstutorial.org, and then password is whatever you chose for the password. Actually, wait a minute. This is the live site. This is whatever I chose for the password. So you can't actually do this step if on this URL. You have to use your URL. So here we go. Let's not remember anything, but look at that. We signed in, and the links changed and everything. We can sign out. So this is working on the live site. So this brings us to the end of our sign up and sign in machinery. We'll be using some other aspects of this in the next lesson to implement a security model, as I mentioned before. We'll be protecting some pages from unauthorized access. But this is the core of the sign in, sign out machinery. And as you can see, it's a lot of code. It's a really challenging but very rich exercise in Rails programming. And you can also see why if you use like an off-the-shelf authentication system, that there's really no hope of understanding it, because there's all this stuff going on, all this cookie machinery, this module. Take a look at all of this stuff. This is the kind of stuff that you'll see in the off-the-shelf code. And if you have to modify it for your own purposes, which you often do have to do in the context of authentication, then there's really no hope unless you've built it yourself at least once. So this is the custom-built authentication system, and it certainly works well. I mean, this is industrial strength with full-strength encryption and so on. So this is a great start for any sort of website that needs authentication. And in the next lesson, we'll complete the REST actions for the user's resource. And we'll really have at that point a foundation for any kind of site that needs users to sign up for the site and have them be able to sign in and sign out. So let's move on to that, and then we'll get to the really fancy stuff in the last two lessons.